He doesn't even say yes then. He goes, oh. All right. So that's the number one thing. So really just be cognizant of that whole goal. And there's a lot of rules that we're trying to follow and stuff, but ultimately speaking, let's just, if we're protecting him and we're being safe, then everything should work out fine. If you have a question about anything, ask me or Ed or Dennis or Jason, because we tend to be able to, we like to give answers, I guess, is the only question. It may not be the right answer, but either way. Put everything back where you found it, in this vehicle and in that vehicle. If you can't remember, because you're so sleep deprived, where you found it, ask someone where the hell it goes. If they can't remember, put it someplace and then say, hey, we couldn't remember where to put this, so it's here now, to everybody you see.
Can I just interrupt?
Yep.
So tomorrow, are we going to do a quick little for us on where the stuff underneath, because you know,
yep,
and I know.
Right. We need to go through in the morning. Let's try to be up. Can we be up by 8, the crew, in here, and fed? So if you want to go over there and get some food, let's utilize this as much as possible while we're here.
There's breakfast.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a continental in there.
Yeah.
You kind of slipped through it.
So let's try to get up by 8. Or by 7:30 or so, get some food, then come over here, and by 8 we're going to do another once around in, or do an official once around in this vehicle, and then we're going to do the final little once around, because I'm going to tweak some things in the van tonight, and anything that's changed, just we'll take a look at.
And 9 o'clock.
And at 9 o'clock we have
the camera crews coming.
Right, we have the camera crew who's going to do basically, this is how the coach looks when we're moving. There's going to be bodies here. This is what you can do. This is what you can't do. Blah blah blah. And we'll give them that. Same thing with the follow vehicle. So we'll get everything else done by now. Okay, is that good?
Yep.
All right. These are some things that they talked about these are some things that Jason and I we're talking about as kind of key things. So during leapfrog support and feeding, these are big questions that people have been asking, and they're always, how do we know when he needs food? And that's, we have the logbook that Seb made up for us, so we're going to keep tracking things, and ultimately speaking, you should be giving him food every 40 minutes to 50 minutes to an hour at the very most. You should be out there every time at 40 minutes. If he hasn't eaten anything in 40 minutes, you have to be there with an Ensure or a drink box in a bottle, and then possibly something else. And do you want 2 things? And if you can grab a solid or a liquid, do you care, or do you want?
I mean, I
You
should
wanna alternate?
always basically have a flask all the time.
Okay.
Every 40 minutes.